The Adventures of Maymay, Maymay and the Time-Traveling Toy. Maymay and her friends Daniel, Elaine, and Nolan were happily playing hide-and-seek inside the house. Suddenly they heard a creak, coming from the attic. Curious, they climbed up the stairs. There, in a dusty old chest, Maymay found a strange toy clock, round, golden, and glowing faintly. Tick-tock, tick-tock. It still works, she said. Let's fix the time. She turned the hands gently. Whoosh! A swirl of light surrounded them, and in a blink they were no longer in the attic. They had landed in a lush, green world filled with giant trees and loud roars. "Where are we?" whispered Elaine. "I think we're in the time of dinosaurs," said Nolan. At first they were scared, but Maymay held her friend's hands and said, "Let's not panic. First, we need to find shelter." They looked around and saw many different kinds of dinosaurs. Maymay and her friends loved dinosaurs, so they were thrilled to see them up close. She pointed. "Oh, that's a Tyrannosaurus, the biggest carnivore." Daniel gasped. "Wow, that one's huge. Do you guys remember its name?" Maymay, Elaine, and Nolan shouted together. "That's Argentinosaurus." They walked around, excitedly pointing and naming the dinosaurs they saw. As they wandered, they heard soft whimpering behind a bush. It was a baby dinosaur, trembling and alone. "It's lost," said Maymay. "Let's help it find its mommy," said Nolan. They named it Toto and gave it some berries to eat. Toto purred like a kitten and followed them closely. Suddenly, roar! A huge velociraptor burst out of the jungle, shaking the ground with every step. "Run!" shouted Daniel. They hid behind a boulder, holding their breath. Then Toto stepped forward and gave a loud baby roar. The raptor paused, sniffed, then turned and walked away. "Maybe it was scared of us. Or maybe Toto's mommy is nearby," whispered Elaine. With Toto safely reunited with its herd, the clock began to glow again. Maymay wounded it gently one last time. Flash! They were back in the attic. Everyone looked at each other. "That was the craziest day ever," said Daniel. "But we helped, we were brave, and we stuck together," Maymay smiled. Sometimes history has the biggest adventures. If you're brave enough to turn the clock. Teamwork, courage, and kindness can take you far, even back in time. Please like, subscribe, and share.